Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your early look at the Arkansas versus Texas A&M college football matchup on Saturday, September 30th, 2023 at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, this game always a neutral site game because this is a real rivalry game. What we're doing here is just a new series where I'm going to be taking an early look at the weekend's college football action. Just give me my first initial thoughts and preview. Of course, we'll have our full preview video on Friday nights released like we always do. But, with a prediction, we'll have premium picks as we always do at Pickdawgz, as well as free picks on the website. So check those all out, as well as our betting tools at sportschatplace.com. But what this series is, just an early look and my initial thoughts on some of these games. And we're going to do them one by one. I'm just going to pick out the biggest games on the card. This week's card, a little bit to the light side, so not as many videos as there might be in other weeks. But anyways, let's look at this one. Arkansas taking on Texas A&M, and Arkansas coming off of a heartbreaking loss against LSU, a last-second field goal in the game for the Golden Boot. You know, I was on our weekend college football show that we do with Kyle Kerms and the Sauce Network on Saturday morning, and that game where Arkansas was getting 17.5 points against LSU. You can go back and watch this, or you can ask me. I'll post the clip if you like. I said this is a 3-point game one way or another that comes down to a final second field goal. And by the way, it was a 3-point game that came down to a final second field goal. And Arkansas, just unfortunately for them, on the wrong side of it. But if you teased it down to just plus 3.5, the way that I suggested, well, you cashed in very, very big because you threw 14 points out the window on that thing and took the payout instead like I did. But anyways, on the other side of this one, the Texas A&M Aggies much improved this season. And I have to say that loss at Miami, I think as the season goes on, we're going to start to see that loss really wasn't all that bad. You know, the Aggies were ranked at the time. They come into this game unranked, but I think that they are a better team than some of these ranked teams that we see. And I do believe that the Aggies in that tough defensive line with those really high-powered NFL defensive ends are going to really create problems for a lot of teams in the SEC this season. You know, of course, Arkansas has Jefferson considered the top quarterback in the SEC. We're starting to see him, show some of that promise. Of course, the loss against BYU and then the now back-to-back losses, losing to LSU, losing to two very good teams, but two losses nonetheless. So no more room for error on this one. The Aggies, well, they have a chance to go to 4-1 and also have an SEC win. And I'll tell you, like I said, that loss going to start looking better and better as the season goes on, as it already is starting to, even though Miami has played fairly light competition at this point, but they've been absolutely destroying them. The thing is that, what I see in this game is traditionally we see a lot of scoring in this rivalry, and I think we're going to see a lot of scoring again. Generally in the old overtime rules, this is one of those ones that could go through the roof as far as scoring, but I still think we see plenty here. With the total set at 55.5, I say no problem to that one. I think that we could see that or very close to it in just the first half alone. I think this one's an over all the way. Of course, we'll have more previews and picks about this game and all the others. So check them all out at pickdawgz.com. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe to our channel. This is Mitch. Have an awesome day.